You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Okay. Let's do this then. Mana.
Someone needs assistance. Oh. Hello. Is there anything I can help?
We wanted to ask, how
Oh. So that's why...
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is...
Huh. Incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee, but if you really... That's not what I meant.
Sorry,
You could ask someone from the Crux voyaging far...
You're right!
jsem to trochu
Wonders if she'll
zpomalil.
Then there's
Půjdu
one
teda
time...
rychleji.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you got...
Paimon?
Huh? The fragrance?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha.
With this fine ship and the soft sea. Only if the mood takes me, of course.
Hey, you don't want to...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
Huh? I thought you... The Crux Clash is a mark... There are two important rules. So, you've got two. You can't take part... And with Lewis...
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested... Get this. It's a mask...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact.
Is there really such thing as a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will... As for whether this shell has any practical application...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of organizing the clash is much. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get...
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, if you win the tournament...
You just want him to take part.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have...
What are we gonna do?
Great.
It seems like it will only be a matter...
Promiň, že trochu trvá o něco déle. Všem sama vidí, že... Nevidíš, tu masku. Jsem nervózní.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hi there.
That's right. Nothing beats real life but this tournament.
Exactly.
This master of yours...
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. And his skip... You probably... He's got to be to the Ling Shan clan.
Forced to...
It's a type of breed. For example, our
One time, he sent a challenger flying in...
It sure is.
We're clearly not that...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This...
But here we are. Recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master...
Well, we have to try...
Exactly. It can't... Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could...
See you in the...
Já jsem prostě nervózní.
Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a... The Clash is a... Nobody wants to...
Yeah.
Me? Only a four...
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been Not to mention, they tried to sneak past... I planted a left... I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick and... I'm not saying I can't...
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so,
So you're also...
you better
Možná
believe
asi
it.
nervózní, ale
Obtaining a vision is... No. It's not about what I know how that's... I've passed every exam in
prostě
most people's eyes.
Inazuma
A vision.
připomíná
You
můj
have so
minulost
much
a
self-confidence.
když jsem chtěl jít do Inazumy, najednou jsem se prostě zasekl a nemohl jsem se ani pohnout.
That's not
Jsem mu stal tip, ať to
I also
streamuju.
brought along, of course.
Ať
I
nebudu
also
sám.
put in a few good... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to
Tak
recap,
dneska to udělám na celou řadu.
some gum.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? What? I have to ask. It's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just a formality for... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Smug face.
The champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw. Okay, right. A great hero.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time.
But why would anyone want to go... I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then. Well, I'm sure a great... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about...
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Díky.
Even though you don't... So Paimon thinks you... In any case, looking at the cap...
Jo, a slavný jo. To bude ty.
You seem like you're ready to go. Are you ready to... Good. Then...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But
Well, I fought my... So, come on. We all know...
All right. You fought well.
All right, then. You know, a lot... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same... Well, for one thing, we don't want you... So, I'm...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your...
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Pořád máme jednoho člověka, kdo mě sleduje.
Right. I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Pořád jeden
We're finally
sledující.
here, folks. The real...
Your opponent has fought many rounds. You may well be stronger than him. But this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well.
All right, that's enough
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux. I do not doubt your abilities, but...
Relax, my guy's at the top of his game.
Okay, follow...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
I'm sweat. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right. For a moment, if you had a vision, you...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine, I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pick. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses, and
Wow.
if you have the chance in the future,
By the way, do you know...
whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around.
Hodně jsem
See what we
to
can find out about our
některým
opponent.
lidem, co mi to doporučili, abych streamoval. Počkej, ještě jeden.
I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was a little...
Maybe...
Why, yes. I faltered for but a brief given my stature. Still, I'm sure...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me... I don't dare tell my ma... Sorry, I shouldn't be...
Oh, alright then.
Thanks, I'll...
We still haven't got any useful information.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you're not familiar with Bob, but you were quick to adapt and managed to... In fact, I discerned this not from...
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you.
We wanted to ask about...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals are... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed. And what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But
It is true that I am versed both in literary... I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. Given your talents...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the...
Gathering intelligence is an essential part. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles.
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
However, there is only so much that can come with me.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just as...
Paimon knew that you were...
That's right. If the other contenders were to... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. When I talk about that, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible. To think a human could wield the element, and not to mention your incredibly complex sense.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental... So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to chant...
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told you. It's been a long journey, and many... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable thing. However, I still wish to have the honor. Of course, I too shall share with you all that... Now then.
Let me scry. I must leave no stone unturned.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Written in the stars.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Your skills in battle. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to... In other words, as long as you remain... Please, save your thanks. If anything, the world is a truly
You seem kind of obsessed with visions.
I desire to know what and what influences the... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their... Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly care... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Eternity. Žádná smrt, žádný věk, žádná bolest, žádná nemoc. Izolace.
Sounds a lot like something that...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will... If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for...
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, very well.
Why is... Never mind. We can start by making urine. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax. We've seen many Now, I'd like to introduce... He strikes fear into the heart of Osile. And the mere Wow! I'm sure, but today's final... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taken... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice.
No.
If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Something does... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody...
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. Even the The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it...
Well, if you and... I'll stay here and try to...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on...
Come with me. I can...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
You can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Hunter becomes...
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
Jak se co, hikikomori, Ne, spíš... Jsem byl dříve izolovaný ve vlastní hlavě, nebo... Ano, dal bych to tak říct. Prostě jsem něco provedl a byl jsem tak deprimovaný, že jsem se izoloval na jednu osobu. Prostě... S ním jsem víc mluvil. To pak vysvětlím později.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure quick
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you... Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. In other words, you... But most disappointing of all, it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register.
Aha! So you...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance, since there was no use in trying to face you. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, after all I went through to get it, I think not. Really? Fine. But you...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty...
Huh? You're...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word...
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go...
I never would have guessed. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
By royal decree!
No! No! Do what you...
He has persevered. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No.
Huh? Paimon doesn't...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength... But unfortunately, yes. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless... After seeing you command multiple... Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's this?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
What's his name? Wait, what is his frame? No, Tomo.
But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the...
Kazu!
All right then. It's time we allow me to gather the...
Huh? Did Beto leave all...
If you're looking for the... It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a... But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to win.
The one who stole the vision was originally... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match. Thus, in which case, the Crux...
Huh? So, if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma... In fact...
Hold on a second.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need
Jsem
some
teda
time.
nestihl
You will
tu,
be
tu
notified
větu,
once
se
all
tak
the
podívám
in the
později.
meantime,
Paimon believes...
Thank you. One final word of warning.
Prologue complete. Takže prologu nebylo ještě k Inazumě, super. Zase později. Jo.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do? Ah, yes. Now that I think about it, it's been...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly complete. Captain Beto sent me...
Seems Beto...
Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey before you... Until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say...
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive?
So there's another Catherine at Nina's...
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Just following orders. I'll...
Čas. Jo, zatím to ještě se drží.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm,
Díky.
We set sail for...
Anchors, away!
Hádám, že víceméně proběhnu na tu hlavní dějovou linii. Zbytek udělám mimo. Ale hlavně ta dějová linie. To chci mi nejvíc za sebou.
Ahoy there.
I created...
So, you finally made it. And it appears we have a couple of...
You can blame your almighty Shogun. the fleet was fully up to the... Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is...
You don't know how...
Toma, these...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even...
With that, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time. If you run into any problems here... Good.
All right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember...
Vteřinku.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint. So we have to play by the rules, even if...
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. My apologies, but I'll help...
Here are their entry papers.
What?
I
see. Okay.
The Outlander Affairs Agents. They only check entry permits.
Sheesh.
Well, let's not as the word suggests, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. Now, let's head over... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Dej mi vteřinku, jo? Nechám to běžet.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with...
It's not as... The way some here at the... So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend... Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, the most that overseas merchants... That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying...
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a... I was going to say nothing is set in stone. Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Really? What?
I mean, it will take all connections come at a high price. No, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that I like to do things in a way that keep...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the mid...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the international... Recently, things seem to have gotten... The head of the association is called Karisu, and... Why in the world
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking... Ah, good. That's a...
We heard the association...
Yes. Left, right...
The Sakuku...
But it's not the root cause of our woe. No. Those Mora grubbers from the
Oh,
That's right. They just issued a new
Crystal Marrow.
something that eventually. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then
Někde mi odepsal, já jsem mu napsal o tom, co se bude dít, no.
The rising
Čekám
demand for
odpověď.
crystal marrow. Now there's... Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly. But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds odd. What do you think we should do? But Karisa's...
Right.
Okay.
I've actually done business with... Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated... If I remember...
Got it! Where...
Huh? I don't think I recognize... So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around... Trade secret. Got it?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! They're wasting...
Hey, what's...
Get out of here. Go on.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Actually, we're having a little...
Oh? Well, by all... Getting you to go fixing things when you... Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight. I can only assume he must have found himself...
Jak tady budeš dlouho?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping
Ano, jak tady ještě budeš dlouho?
between Leah and... When Inazuma closed to the international trade is...
So he left...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than...
Really?
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to wait. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes... Oh, my hometown. Huh? What is...
Just close your eyes already.
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it. You mean... the folk often... I've run into folks...
Well...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive.
V pořádku.
But I couldn't do it, so I caved. All right. I'll tell.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
So come on.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtax. Once the merchants run out of place.
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. Evidence. Now that I think about it, as it happens.
Really?
Já doufám, že to stihnu, ten kompletní stream. Víš, jako na jedno posezení. Protože to bych pak musel zítra asi udělat event, nebo tak nějak.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose? Should I close early? It's not like we'll get any customers.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something. Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what...
Great! Well, huh? You...
I need a little...
Huh. Poor one.
Protože kdybych ten stihl na celé posezení, tak asi bych to udělal asi na zítřek a ještě dneska bych stihl udělat ten event, pokud tam je.
The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no And who are you?
It just so happens that we found...
Huh? You've been swindling us!
Well,
let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems...
So you think you can use...
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be...
Well, even if what...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get...
And not even an...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about...
Come on, Harrison.
I'm sick of being pushed around.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion
Oh, we were just discussing a minor...
helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioners. Seize the merchants. We will resolve...
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Shh. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory.
However, power...
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young... lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun.
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. But, Chief! Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. No response, huh?
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, I was joking. It's a... if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection...
Toma?
Shh, not here. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to... Straight, I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission.
You've been keeping... So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want... Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fix.
Still pretty good going.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your... That is, that you have what it takes...
Change the type?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage... With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree... That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course. I can...
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Trochu jsem...
Well,
nezjistnul.
One more thing. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait! So, did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No! As soon as we get off well...
Stop there!
Sorry, but we really got...
If you don't have a travel permit...
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go? Guess it can't hurt to try. Who knows?
Tam je jeden elektro.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner.
We're here to see...
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. Come on in.
My sincere...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke.
Nice to meet you. So, the
All right, all in good time.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world
Who's the second person here?
to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Void...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true. Something wrong?
No. Rito is one other thing I...
Oh, sure, no problem.
Excellent. You must know that...
Yep, we've picked
Yes, bring me 3.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much. Then how about this?
That sounds much...
709 letters.
Hey, what?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't...
Halt, you two!
Huh?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going... Huh?
Dwa. No, zase no.
You finally arrived. This is technically the second time we have...
Wow. She's the daughter of the...
No need to be so formal. I've lost...
Is that Paimon or does something seem...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is...
Discuss what?
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstood. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there is no one who would dare defy my father. Of course, in doing so, I will also do... To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain...
Yeah, we figured it.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a... They seem to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, we don't have much time. Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor.
Is there something wrong?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be
My lady.
That second person who is
You
here.
intend to escort the shipment
Can you
personally, are
text
you?
in the chat
There's certainly
or
no need
you
for
gonna
to
just
trouble
watch?
yourself to
Or
such a
what
matter.
exactly are
Please,
you?
do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well...
Now, need I remind, do you really presume that you can...
Boy, just...
Yes, my lady.
Shinojo!
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself.
Yes, but that's...
Well then, if we're through here...
Yes, my...
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
I got it. Picked the wrong test subject.
Someone needs to...
Such a pain.
How's this?
Fry!
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Becomes the
Done.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Watch out! More monsters inbound. Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Decided by destiny. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You're open. Get more!
Why do they never met? Teamwork is strength. Let's light it up. Shadows of fate.
It's over!
By royal decree.
The hunter
Delves into destiny.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may In my letter, I've requested
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure.
I'm not afraid to say that...
The one...
Shinojo, did you
What? No, I was just...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened.
Yes, of course.
But what will happen?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Poor guy. Delicious. Tak nic. Tak to nevím, kdy potkám Saju. Ale můžu ti říct jednu věc.
to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait!
Well then, you must be a couple of...
Are our clothes really so...
The Yashu? In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the...
Well, that sounds more like it.
Tohle je můj malý satan.
What kind of tea is this?
Wow, now that...
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about...
What?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first... Huh. So you didn't see any...
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the...
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you, so I came up with this little fun. But in all seriousness, I would like to... It helped us determine whether...
Don't think that...
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found your... Naturally, this is due to your A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But... So his light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. But before that, there...
Oh?
I would like you to...
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
This area sure feels gloomy. Huh?
Sayu by měla být v tom eventu viděna.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the vision hunt?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you, as for Inazuma, it's known the Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't... Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen...
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the...
Only outlanders such as yourselves would... And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Není to selfish. Je tady něco.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You...
Sound? What?
Yeah, you touched the statue and then...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's that is where visions come from. So if what you just said is, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right. Time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Someone needs assistance.
Dobře, zatím se držím. Nic velkého tam ještě není.
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. The insolent shall be punished. I'll catch up.
Tak radši aktivuju. Inazuma primogeny. No jo, ale odměny jsem chtěl vědět. To ještě nevím. To ještě nevím, jak ho pojmenuji.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma...
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Shirasage Himi...
Jaka?
Behind the...
Yes. As the daughter of the consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive...
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for I have awaited your arrival at present in Inazuma. In the name of the though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with a commission's power rise traveler. Lend us your power, and we can...
See, milady, it's just like I said.
No, please, wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun. On one...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped...
Correct. Please, do all you can.
Hold on. Okay, and where the voice came from, then... Now, where the voice came from? 3 people. Welcome 3 people here. I'm streaming this because I was given a tip. Stream Genshin Impact while you're going into Inazuma, so you won't be alone to suffer some trauma. And trauma I had in my past is kinda similar here, but I will explain later, once it went
much too sudden.
in the specific quest.
The children
Why?
were desperate for you to take them out to play.
That must be the guy I...
Ah, you must also... Tejima has keeping out the... But now, we will...
If everything will go right, I should finish it today. If not, then tomorrow.
It's clear that I can't claim to... Truth be told...
Seems like he's... You must be Tejima. So what's
Musisz nie
all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of what true. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here.
Okay, well... Oh, maybe if you just...
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep it...
Oh, yes, yes.
Perfect! So
if you don't mind...
Ah.
This looks like Tejima. Let's see what... Today, the villagers and I got together. Today, I helped rescue... I went kite flying. Seems like... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today, and stayed there. Now that's the kind of...
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
So this is the... interesting. But anyway, if he had... The soil looks like it's... must be something... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Huh. So but he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go...
Someone needs assistance.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. Still, it's clear over the years I must have made... And how could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love? Regret? No. Not. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a
Erosion of spirit. Tohle je eroze. Erosion of spirit.
I think
Well,
maybe not.
If a user of the vision was taken his vision away, then he'll lose memory. But that's kind of the same thing.
Although, what if when I think about it like that, how curious. Why am I thinking like this when I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... Oh, seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. That certainly explains... At least we were able to... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Tanuki, ti vysvětlím. Eroze, to je vysvětleno ve hře, prostě si mohla vidět v tom... Mimo questu je, kdy ztratíš prostě vzpomínky a změní se tvoje osobnost. To je skoro jako by si ztratila vizi. A je to vision, jak mají oni.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. The entire clan is counting on that.
How many times do I have to say it?
You dare deceive us? You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this! Oh, huh? And who...
What? We heard the commotion and...
I see. You seem to have come. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. In the past, we'd simply ask... He's keeping the provisions for himself. No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated.
This must be one of the people Ayaka. Maybe we should talk to...
I've never even heard... I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to... My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was...
Well, that's strange. You were...
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I would perform certain... And... It's not just...
Does it have to do with the myth...
I didn't take any. Like I said, to top it all off, my house was just raided... If you don't believe me...
But we better confirm. We should be able to...
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
We really outdid all those samurai houses packed with good. You haven't seen anything. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history. You demand.
These seem like the treasure hoarders were...
Let's light it up!
Have a little taste.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after.
So what did you...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal.
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a gym. We better talk to this miss. As for you guys...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
Welcome to or perhaps so you're friends of...
Whoa! Let's not... How did Kurosawa end up...
Let me Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase... However, the price of...
So that's how he was getting... But why did he have to purchase a...
Well, if you think about it, Kurosawa thought that, so he deemed it necessary...
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he...
People's attitudes will always... if you ask me, had Kurosawa told... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been... As for why he chose to spend... If you're still curious, why don't you... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell... I've asked him about its origin. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword... Oh, but... Don't worry. I won't charge him.
At least we now know where... Let's go talk to...
She's been lazy to open door for herself.
What are you doing?
Few times I called my cat Miko. Because she's sly, very active, like the fox version.
It turned out to be a real time saver. Did you manage to track down the treasure?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, this sword, I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot. All I can remember now is my father telling me, and said to me...
Hey! If you look careful, can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet
another troubled. When we get the chance, let's speak to... In any case, we must never let him sell... Yeah. See, fortunately for us, let's go find the next...
Off we go!
The third person who had their vision taken, Paimon heard that he's the... This is his dojo. dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong.
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past.
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass. Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard but then we got here and
From the way you're please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got I see you are earnest in your Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure, though self-taught. He once said that his goal, and so. But then.
Not long ago, Sensei, he says the strangest things over. Junya and I have discussed it, but if I'm honest, I still have...
The Grand Narukami...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your...
Shh. So you decided just now, when Nanako was when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was covered all the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a...
Huh? Who's that sneaking? We won't let them get away.
Adventure time!
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Ow. Are you sure you're Domon's unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around these...
Bad news? I'll have you know, I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else. When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 years before him, and practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to... But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go... Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such... I thought so too at the time. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his...
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed. Of all the disciples, I was... Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just... Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced. After that, I wanted nothing for... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction, I decided to quietly come and... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like still...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how...
Nanako, Please.
I am sorry. With what powers but spirits may take a myriad of forms, and all is certainly...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami? Correct. Lady Yai is I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sen-
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned?
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way
Sure! Who knows?
Hmm? So there is no other way? Ah. There it is.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look... it was
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yai, this is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights
Erosion.
desperately against his As for what has triggered this change,
Eroze.
I believe it must be the loss of...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his
Zatímco
descent into
eroze
madness?
útočí na ty, co žijí dlouho, přijít nikomu vizi je skoro stejný počin. Erosion affects only those who lives longer, but when you take someone's vision, it's almost same effect.
Your school practices make stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple? Lady, I'm not sure. The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Did he follow us the whole...
Anzai. You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are... It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs.
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. If there's a chance they'll end up like me one...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the I can't know whether I will suffer in my I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't claim... So, just as I once... You are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you worry. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. Well, don't just stand there staring at me.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar, for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't just...
Ooh, Lady Ya, she seems super mysterious. We can go... Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Huh?
Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler,
Paimon, I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the 3 things...
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Tom...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining.
Oh. Okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the...
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings? Perhaps in the thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things, but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you he wouldn't... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion...
Well, here we are.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place
Dango.
anyway? What makes it your favorite?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role.
Oh, Paimon!
Once the number of ceremonial
Makes sense.
In any case... The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe. It was her almost complete lack of... The issue is this. For the vast majority, after all, it is but a tiny mind. Because of this...
How can they be...
Nevertheless...
Resistant?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear loot to say a little more about Sangonomiya. But I do wonder whether... Of course. We have They invariably... It almost makes one...
Ooh, Paimon has a...
Oh? What?
Have you got a plan yet
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging...
So...
Well, for the moment, for example, by providing...
You're telling Paimon that there are people...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us...
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not alone. Exactly. I feel the same way. When you are ready.
Hmm?
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with... If you think your elemental powers are enough to believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've...
Can't you...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch the... Psst! Hey! Huh? There's someone... Come on! What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right! Huh? Hey! Shh! If you don't keep your voice...
All right.
Wise.
What should we do now? He's already given... this is your...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your... Oh, right.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival.
Whoa, that...
Stop. As for thanking me, his handiwork allowed me to keep...
Yes, Master Masaka...
Master
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like... But if I just merged straight in there by myself... So, what about if I
Sure, welcome...
So...
Whoa.
Not bad, huh?
Time to...
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Make sure to keep up.
Yoimiya, jo, Yoimiya. Už je skoro 2 hodiny.
Now that we're inside, this place... Come on, this way. As long as I certainly wouldn't want... We should split up. Yes, Let me stop. Oz, reveal thyself.
You must withdraw.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got.
Written in the stars. Punishment. Judgment.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw. I need to train harder.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Mason! Get them!
Don't hold back.
Shadow Raven, let that
Watch your
fall.
step.
You can't run. Fate is upon you.
I must withdraw.
Dare you!
Don't hold back. Clear. Show me what you've got. Train harder. I've been tested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourself. Show me what you've got. Don't hold back. I must withdraw.
Off we go. Everybody stand back. It's my space. Shadows of... Judgment.
Try harder.
You can't run! Let's light it up!
I've been bested.
Did
you really think that little trick of locking you?
Oh no! Those Tenryo...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
I'm unsure when...
Hey, this is our chance. Let
Yoimiya, are you...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fire.
Quick, let's hurry!
Sarah.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particular... Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has...
Look, the coast is clear!
Not entirely clear. No tam pořád je. Kujo Sara je tam.
Yoimiya.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet...
Leave.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can...
thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue... Right, Kujasara. Do you think it seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Ten... How about we go tell Ayaka and the...
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she's... I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the vision hunt. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no... if our true motives were ever divulged.
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step closer to... You're turning out...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the vision, it is time we make ready our...
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou and the number of samurai out enforcing the vision hunt.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has no...
You do... Being in a constant state of... Toma.
I'd say a celebratory feast... Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently.
A hot pot game?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting...
You really do want to... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demons. This is already...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's finally taking off the top.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled... hold up, my life is starting to...
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma.
Oh, but weren't you the one who added those little cakes? Boiling cakes in hot pot?
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess right.
Guess I've been feeling... Perhaps I did get a little... I think my luck is already... So without further ado...
Oh, brother.
Good
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma.
Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm. I guess this one. Oh.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, but you ought not be nervous. This is...
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden. A few days ago, She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. So, according to the
Paimon thinks it's
that's what I thought too.
So what do you want? Do you need us?
No. Please keep the proper course of action would be to... Exactly.
You can count.
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
All right,
Okay. At last. I need the last one. Oh. Damn it. Come on. What glitchy. At last. Hmm? One more thing. Enough wishes. And mission's complete. So I need only this. Let's do this then. I see. Oh. First this one.
it's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been...
No! What made you think that? Each season brings its own festival. And it's so... well, Oh! My apologies.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion?
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's...
Oh, greeting...
Oh,
Let me see.
It could...
Oh, it's a fit, Miss Kamisato. You'd like us to...
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra text based on the design, as you well know, in all honesty. But of course...
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk...
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos...
You could try the International Trade Association. The only thing is their price...
Huh. So even just getting... Wait! The International Trade Association?
Thank you ever so... Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small...
Why is she being so secretive?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamis. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck.
Is that something shining? Yeah.
Ah, looks like... Mr. Kurisu, are you all...
Oh, you're...
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, thanks again for your help,
That's great!
Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of...
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high grades...
Oh.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue. Recently, we heard...
Well, I also take issue...
Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much... Perhaps...
I am afraid I can't intervene in an...
Of course, I would never...
Huh? Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, I do so not without reservation, so... I hope that you will treat that aside. As I'm sure you're aware, given your position and that of the International Trade Association...
We will. But, what if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like...
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised...
Whoa, that sent shivers down my...
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft.
Jak si držíš, co dál, Tanuki?
Thank you so much. Let's see.
Kdyby... Já to přeskakuju ty komentáře, no, ty dialogy rychle. Tak když tak se můžete video podívat znovu, kdyby se co nestihla. Nebo až budeš hrát, tak si to můžeš přečíst. Huh? Okay, I just teleported away. No problem. No problem. Game logic.
Footprints, very deep ones at that, leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Jinak, stavím si Kujo Saru. Zatím to je v pohodě. Artefakty. Tady mám trochu zádrhel. I have some mistakes. I will speak English for the second person. That person speak Czech and not well English. So let's say I make a great collection of artifacts, especially those. But problem is, I need a crit, and unfortunately, all those have a great crits except this one, and I want to replace it with bloodstained mask. Well, not bloodstained mask exactly, but with this. I have to pick between one of these two sets. If I had luck, I would use this with attack and crit damage good rate right here, and keep this one, but it have only crit damage, so I will need crit chance and crit damage. Otherwise, I have a really bad luck for this. But if I take this ones, then the stats are around this. Not bad. Not bad.
You think you can get your stuff back with this?
Why you?
Why wouldn't you trade us a... Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here.
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea.
Business?
Pay up. And you can take your fabric back.
Wait, Mr. Kurisu.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your...
Oh, yes,
Then please stand well back.
Are we gonna play? Oh, nice!
Let me scry. Written in the stars.
My blade!
Take flight.
Shoot the fairy. Finally, No. Let's get down to business.
That's gonna hurt. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
I don't know her talents. What is this? Do something can't wrong with my bank, dealing cry damage. Okay, the dash. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. No wonder she's a color DPS.
Whirling snow. You can't run. Take.
Well, that's resolved.
No, please,
Miss Kamisato.
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in
Thank you.
You'd best do...
6, 8.
Great! Now we can...
Buy silk? You...
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cucumbers,
I honestly can't think. Please, say no more. You need...
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free of charge.
No, that will... Merchants already have enough challenges. There is nothing to feel distressed about.
Thank you, I'm...
Very well.
See you then!
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But...
Perhaps. Oh, I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do... I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be sorry, I'm getting... Right. Let's head back to...
Okay.
A jak ty si to užíváš zatím? You're enjoying it so far? And here we go again.
Hey there, we're back.
Welcome back. So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news. So, I think everything else I take stock
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too. It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh, are you sure? Is that so impressive?
More like, but Paimon would still look. Just what is that?
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. Something else I've been wondering is, how do people in...
They sure do. Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual, all very different. But each style is suited to its
Skoro, si to užívám. Jako zatím je to dobrý. Žádné trauma. Jak jsem si myslel. To asi bude až asi v tom aktu 3 nebo 4. S tu Raidenkou. I guess the trauma will came when the quest will be around Raiden. Act 3 or 4.
Fortunately not. I have all the
Yes, please.
Understood.
Here you go.
Well, luckily, until then, I'm sure...
Good idea.
For our next stop, I'd like...
Food?
I picked the venue. I thought that the relaxed... Shall we head off?
Yep.
Okay, what's she offering this one? Oh, festive drum. Nice.
Are we here?
Welcome!
Ah, Kaminami Anna!
Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was full.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order.
Excellent. No problem. Traveler, tiny customer.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of. I just have a few minor...
She sure left in a hurry.
So you two are Miss... Well, over the years we've been in business, Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. Her table booking surprised me. Not least...
The first time ever? Oh.
Sure does. And I'm probably...
How is that possible?
That's what I used to think too. But nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful. But that's just it. People look at her and they... So you see... we don't speak all that much, so it makes me really happy. Anyway, relax. Consider it a favor for...
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
What did you do?
I'm so sorry, Traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute?
What did you do? What did you do?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away.
Oh, so that loud...
As you can see, this house is right next to the... Actually, this whole compound is the family...
Right!
Actually, I wanted to... My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki and... So I thought, if I'm going to...
A dish from overseas? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of... Can I leave you to finish this task then? Great.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish. Pizza!
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings.
That does sound pretty good.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Is the pizza ready?
Definitely. Pizza.
Oh, it's ready.
It smells delicious. would...
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people.
Really? That's great. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the... I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way...
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free. You're a wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot. Well, you should probably...
Yeah, let's make sure we... So, pizza. Start with the basic... Correct them. Right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients.
Knuckle wheat fungus. Cheese.
Yep. Now for the cooking instructions. Alright, it's done. Long may our reputations and our...
I have no doubt that they will.
Cool. Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kimi Nami.
Cabbages. Cabbages. Oh, we don't have him.
Hey!
Here it is.
Thank you, Chloe.
Traveler, Paimon. All right. Well, what do you think?
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one. Oh.
When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you? And did she,
She did, but don't worry.
She's... Oh. Then... What does it matter?
Hey, it's not...
Thank you for your comforting... It's all true, though. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff.
Exactly!
Aw, thank you. Excuse me.
Hey now, expressing your...
I agree. I just want to say how happy...
Of course we do. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom...
Yes.
While we're on...
Well, I think I think that's Tsubaki.
A fox?
Yes, that's even I. My mother's own daughter had never even heard of... And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out...
Whoa! So Well, before Inazuma, we spent all kinds of them too.
Really? I've come across such... So Liyue lives up to its reputation.
You should come visit Liyue with us.
Really? Speaking of delicacies...
Oh,
excellent. Then let's collect the
Hold on. What? I should keep leaving it? Down, go, down, go, down, go.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. Oh, and the other item we discussed?
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa.
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So I'm glad...
Speaking of white herons... Alright, well, time to go... So, a transcendent beat...
I'm asking... How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about. But since we're here...
Yeah, makes sense. So,
Let me... A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit shows a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and...
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom...
I have a feeling that it could be... Let's get a little closer.
Good idea.
Hairpin.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
I don't know which one, I didn't pay attention. Damn it, I'm stupid. I didn't pay attention, I was just too focused on something. Strawberry on stone wall. Okay, that's done. Actually, but what was that again? hairpin. Oh, where is it? Fresh rule break. 7 times.
There's no. Let's recap with the notebook.
147.
Did it open? Did our Inazuma?
He's on the way.
It seems to be enough. Could it be Let's step back outside now.
Paimon knows we.
Oh, let's get back. Get that thing. So it won't creep me out. Ah.
Here will do just fine.
Alright, let's see what. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about Miss. What is it? Why are you whispering? Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the. But,
Traveler, Paimon?
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Yes, I have. I think I have to share the truth of it, even though the contents are completely
different. How?
Not a fox. It turns out that Tsubaki's is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. What follows in these pages is This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings.
So, that means that the kimono
are things that my mother wished to try. Yet I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you. Or to put it another way, I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost...
Ayaka!
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato. After my parents passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran every time I found myself up against a difficult issue. I'd ask myself, maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but... somehow... but my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized... she was just like me. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different... Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but... I feel just the same way. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so bright, but for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be even if no one stopped us. The idea of the Yashiro Commission, Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them.
So the kimono design, that must have...
That's right. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but... I never knew...
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks you're...
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilled. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of...
Oh, so you...
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. Traveler, Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths.
Paimon.
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster!
Hey, come on, don't make fun. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. So, let's do this, you and me.
Paimon wants to come!
Great. If we head over now...
Oh, good point. We're here! But...
Since it's the final day, I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop early.
That's the way to go!
Okay, I'm still staring at Ayaka while walking. Že se pořád na ničem měl, když jsem chodil.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't...
Hey, look at that stall! They have so... Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask.
That used to be the custom, yes. And today...
Hey! Is that who I...
Oh,
people seem to recognize Ayaka where...
But of course! Not least because back when Master and some of the younger generations have never even seen...
You're too kind.
But this is the first time I've...
Oh, there isn't actually.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. First time in Inazuma? Hey everyone, listen up! Kamisato has come to join...
No. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just...
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. If you hadn't... At least it sure looks like that...
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first... Oh, here's a couple...
No.
Don't give me all that. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some...
But... Okay, I think I understand.
It's my...
sir?
Oh, hello there, kiddo.
Paimon,
What?
How about a tree leaf? That's...
What?
Oh, okay then. In that case,
I cannot thank you enough.
Aw, it's not...
All right. Oh, wait. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous. I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you. Okay.
Yeah, right, let's stare at Ayaka again.
Traveler, look! This
Miss Kamisato! Hello there! You're out with friends today?
Okay.
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro... So you see, how...
What?
Of course! If you like what you see, then...
Traveler? Paimon?
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to...
Well, if that's how you feel, then... Okay. We'll take you up on your...
Alrighty then. Whenever... Draw a slip and reveal your fortune. Open it up and see how...
Whoa!
Which one did you hit? Paimon?
No way! Traveler? Wow. You're so lucky.
Oh, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from heaven means. The blessings of the gods are upon you.
What a great song!
Congratulate.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With the...
Well said. Here's hope.
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuma.
Wow. It all looks... Ooh, Ayaka. Paimon wants those dango.
Tak co kdyby udělám toto? Udělám tento story quest a pak to ukončím, jo? Taruki.
Sure.
Uh-huh. Those look good too.
All right then.
All right, coming right up.
Ještě jednou chci mi ukázat.
This sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it...
Ooh, a new recipe.
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe...
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami restaurant. She and I are good friends. Here you go. Just treat...
Thank you so much.
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that you... There's no...
I will. Once I've learned...
Oh, definitely. Can't wait.
All right. This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an
Sounds so...
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques?
Looks fun. So, oh, wait. There's writing and drawing involved?
2 prayer plaques, please.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish? Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words.
Wait, so they'll be on... All right, well, let's...
That will do for mine. May I see yours? This is your sister, isn't it? It's lovely.
You'll be back together one day.
I believe it too. Your wish will... And...
Ayaka, what did you draw?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness. I do hope... Thank you. I'm afraid so. Time flies when you're having fun. It's time to... Traveler, today was the first time in my life that You've known me for some time now. Knowing me, I just know that today... So thank you. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has... If I ever get the chance... You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. Me with my brother. Sometimes, I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your sister back. I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world. You will find her. I will always be here for you as your... As your friend. I will always support you. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Traveler. There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment. Please, keep your eyes on me. What do you think of my dance? Did you...
It was so beautiful, elegant, and...
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass I just had a sudden... In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. That goes for you, too. When I'm with you. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today. I can see myself the rest of the way back. Good night, traveler.
To byl vlk tam? No? Tak jo, vypadá, že tady to už ukončíme. Jo, tady něco prošlo. Říkám, co to je?
There you are, eavesdropper. Odds revealed. The more, shadows of barrier. Going in.
Tak to už říkám hodití.
Is upon you. Judgment. The more, the merrier. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. Let me start. Lose myself a little. Oh, now you've got me worked up. Look at me. Just once. By royal decree. Destiny has brought me hither.
Jak to bylo za věc tam? Tamhle je. Ah. No nic, tak to já už tady ukončím teda. Budeme pokračovat zítra? Jo, budeme pokračovat zítra. A co bylo prosím to překrásné. Počkej, já si podívám. Než počkám, až napíšeš. Nebo víš co, napiš mi. No teď ukončím a píšme se potom, jo? Tak, zdarec.